You have a brand new account. Let's get you set up in less than 5 minutes. Okay, first thing you're going to do is you're going to come down into a manage account for your account that you have. This is going to give you your users, so add in whoever you need be, and you manage your billing, right? That's right there. Make sure you have those people. The next thing is you want to focus on your lead sources and revenue sources. We're going to talk about revenue sources first. Revenue sources, currently we integrate with Stripe. So let's set up our integration. I'm going to hop in here to a Stripe account. We're going to create a new restricted key. All right, restricted key right here. We're going to call this Lead Insight Pro. Okay. And all that we need is read access to charges and customers. So here and here. You can just say read access to all core resources. That is fine as well if you want to save yourself the little clickety clacks. But you can also just do charges and customers. Okay. And then you're going to scroll all the way down here and you're going to hit save and hit create key. Just to clarify, we are in the developers section here. So right now we're going to have to validate with a phone number or anything like that. This is my phone number there. So again, included in the 5 minutes is the setup time. No problemo there. Okay, we are now set up. Here is this. I'm going to delete this afterwards, so don't worry. You can give it a description of like, we set this up. This is for Lead Insight Pro. All right, etc. We're going to hit copy to clipboard. We're going to hop back into Lead Insight Pro, and we're going to paste that key in here and hit save. Okay, this is a restricted key, so we can only read those credentials that you have given us access to. It's keeping your account super secure. Okay, so now we have that set up. I probably should have named it delete, but we will worry about that later. So here it now has this, so you make sure you keep it safe because you don't want to just have that out willy-nilly. And what you're going to do next is hop into your customer analysis, and we're going to hit refresh. Command R, Control R if you're on a PC, and bam, it's going to start pulling in records throughout history. So this might take a minute depending on how many records. This account that we're looking at right now has only a few records, but it should go back through probably November, I believe. So you just depending on how many you have, just hit Command R, wait 5 minutes. If you have thousands of records and you're on one of our pro plans, it might take 5 minutes. So don't worry about that. But out of the gate, you have the amount of new customers that have generated by month, the amount of revenue within 24 hours, the amount of revenue within month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. You can then see the average revenue per customer right off the bat. So what's your average customer value worth at month 2? Right there. We're going to hit refresh and we're going to see it's still pulling in records here. So now you can see month 2 and you can, again, average customer. You can then see net new revenue. So how much new revenue is generated in each individual month. There you go. So that is step 1 under the customer analysis and the revenue sources. The next thing you want to do is you want to go into the lead sources. So this is where we like to really get things automated. So the first thing you can do is upload a CSV of all of your previous customers. All it takes is a email and a timestamp to do so. I'm going to get us set up on a new lead source here, which is using the recommended path of webhooks. So here, detest, welcome sequence. Let's just say it's a newsletter welcome sequence. Okay. We're going to hit save source on that. And now you have this endpoint that you can send people to. So I'm going to hit copy endpoint on this. And now you can put that in any automation that you'd like to, and you can create as many as you'd like. What we recommend is that you make a list of all of the different entry points into your systems. Let's just say you have the customer acquisition cost white paper, right, being 1. Hit save source. Maybe you then have, maybe there's some other ones. You have a cheat sheet for a budget cheat sheet. Let's call it a budget cheat sheet. Hit save source. And then we'll do one more as the webinar the time-saving webinar. Hit Save Source. So now you have these endpoints that you can add into your automation sequences or into your forms to post credentials to a user. Super, super helpful. And then it will tell you how many leads are here and how many unique leads. Unique leads are deduplicated, meaning that if one person fills this out twice, it'll be right there. So all you do is copy this endpoint and put it into a automation, into a form, into anywhere that you'd like to. Go find the help docs right here. I'll just show you really quickly. Under the lead integrations tab, you should see all these different methods, how to use webhooks, ActiveCampaign, Elementor, Zapier, etc. So that way you can easily integrate into any which way using webhooks. Then when you come into your lead analysis tab, you will start seeing those leads. If you see lead sources, you can click on any of these and it will filter to show them dynamically. If you want historical data, right? So a lot of people want historical data. All you have to do is upload that CSV and that will show up here just as well. The next thing you want to do is then add in categorization. So maybe you want to have here a tag of organic, or maybe let's just say we want to have a tag of PDF. So it's a PDF style lead magnet. So what we're going to do is we're going to save these as PDFs. Maybe we have a PDF here. And maybe you have several entry points into your newsletter, right? So then here we might want to say that this is a newsletter, CTA, right? And then the last thing is you want to say the time-saving webinar is a webinar. These are always retro active, so you can always adjust them in the future. But this way you have some tags to start looking at how you categorize your leads. Maybe you have a low dollar product and you want to integrate there. So now under lead analysis, you can use your tags to say, I want to see all the PDFs in combination. Now we're going to look at all the PDFs in combination. So that is the quickest and easiest way. You are now set up. All you have to do is in your lead sources, go over, copy the endpoint, put it in your automations, find that video down below, and you are off to the races. All right, good luck.